Hello, beautiful souls. So I felt inspired to record this video for you today and speak about our loved ones that have crossed over to the other side. And I felt inspired to do so today because today, 8 years ago, my father passed away very suddenly. And so I've been thinking of him a lot today, as I do every day. But yes, it inspired me to speak to you about this topic today. And then I will also offer you a short guided meditation and a sound healing to connect to a loved one of yours or loved ones on the other side, if you like. So, of course, if someone leaves us here on this earth plane, it is sad, it can be shocking, traumatic. However that death happens, if someone is still very young or someone passes very suddenly, that can cause great shock to your system. And of course, we're human and we experience all of these emotions. And if a loved one passes, we're allowed to be sad and grieve, and all that comes with it. But knowing that that person is not gone, of course, that person is not here anymore in the sense that we can hug them, talk to them, but the consciousness, the soul of that person is still with us. And I've experienced that many times with my father. It's also something I'd like to speak to you about today. I've never shared it openly online, so it's the first time I'll be speaking about this. And I hope that I can give some of you hope and some comfort. If I can accomplish that, I am happy, even if just a little bit. So, where do I begin? Knowing about this, being able to connect with your loved ones on the other side, as I've said, it doesn't take away the grief that we move through when someone passes over, but it can support the process. So for me personally, and of course I can always only speak from my own experience, when my father passed very suddenly, I was of course shocked and yes, in shock for quite a while, I'd say. But looking back on the weeks and months after that, I can really say that knowing that he was not gone completely, knowing that I am still in touch with him, it helped me, I'd say, grieve in a way that had a different. It's very hard to put in words. Like, it had a different foundation, if that makes sense, for lack of a better word. And I knew that it was his time to go for many reasons that I will not go into here now, but I knew that it was his time to go. And I know that he is still supporting me from the other side and my family. So, of course, I grieved, I cried, everything that comes with it. And of course, I still miss him, but I am in touch with him and I know that he's doing well, and that it was his time to go, and that there are certain things on this earth now that I know he didn't want to experience here, if I may just say that much. So I'd like to share an experience that I had a while ago. I was thinking of him a lot that day. And the thing is, when I have phases where I think even more of him or I have dreams of him, usually my sister has it at the exact same time, so the same night or the same day. And so that day, a few weeks ago, or it was a few months ago, yes. Time is speeding up so quickly, it feels like a few weeks. So I was thinking of him a lot, and I said, come on, Dad, send me a message. Let me know you're here. And so I let that thought go, and I started my day, and I had to take care of a recording of a session for a client. And so I finished the recording and downloaded it. And the time was 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 49 seconds. Now, my father was born in 1949. And so the number 49 always reminded me of him. Whenever I see 49 anywhere, it just reminds me of him. So that recording was 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 49 seconds. Then you might say, yeah, it can happen. But the same day, like 2 hours later, I had to get something onto a new device that I had purchased, and something showed up on the screen and also on my phone. I had to transfer something, and it said, please enter the number that you see on the other screen. And it was the number 49 again. Um, then I think it was a day later, I had to take care of another recording for something. And again, it was, I think it was again 49 minutes, 49 seconds, something that I had recorded. So it like just constantly kept showing up. Now, that first day with the recording and with the number on my phone, I spoke to my sister that day, and she said, I had something today as well. I've been thinking of him too. And this morning, these cyclists, they passed me, like 6 or 7 of them. And my father, he was a cyclist. Like in his free time, he would cycle so much. He had really high-end bicycles, and he had these, I don't know, how do you call it? These suits that you wear when you're cycling, like these tight cycling suits. Don't know how to call them. And he had it in like bright colors, and he had this orange one that we always remembered, and specific sunglasses. And so these cyclists passed my sister in the morning, like 6 of them, 6 or 7. They all wore the same sunglasses, the ones that my dad had, and these cycling suits, also in bright colors, some in orange. And my dad had like a huge mustache, and all of these cyclists had a mustache. So you might say that doesn't mean anything. But when certain things happen during one day, at some point you have to ask yourself, how often does a coincidence like that occur? So, but whatever you make of that, to me, it was a clear sign. And yeah, as I've mentioned, often when I have dreams of him, my sister has some in the same night. And there are many, many other stories like this. And there's just one more that I'd like to share. And so he passed in 2016. And in 2019, I went to Peru for a month. And while he was still alive, I always spoke to him and I said, oh, I'd love to go to Peru. I really want to go. So he knew that. And when I was in Peru, he showed up everywhere. And this would like take way too long to go into everything. But there is one moment that I'd like to mention. And so, as many of you might know, I'm a professional singer. So I sang for my dad's birthday parties if he had bigger ones. And the last one we had for him was his 65th birthday. And so I sang Imagine for him by John Lennon, because he really loved that song and still does. And so I sang that song also at his funeral. And so in Peru, I was traveling with a small group. It was a very spiritual journey. And so we were driving in this little van through the middle of nowhere. And we took a little break, and it was this really tiny, I don't even want to call it town, village is even still too big. Just this tiny place, just like one street. And there was this little place, like a tiny cafe and shop, very small, very basic. And so we went in there to take a break. And I had thought of my dad that day. And I walked into the store, and Imagine comes on. And so that was just such a beautiful moment. And these things kept happening during this trip. There are many, many more moments that I could share with you that occurred in this way. And maybe one more, one more. So we hiked up this small mountain or large hill on one of the islands on Lake Titicaca, and we went up to there was a temple for Pachamama, and I sat away from the group so I couldn't see anyone else on the side, kind of like on the cliff going down. And he showed up next to me, and I saw glimpses of his hands, and he sat next to me, and I just had tears flowing down my face of joy and of being deeply moved. And we had a heart-to-heart conversation. I could feel vibrationally what he was communicating to me, and it was so real and so pure that it's hard to find words for it. And so I sat there for, I don't know how long, I could have stayed forever, looking down onto the incredible landscape and having this heart telepathic conversation with my father. So I will leave it at that for today, but just to share some experiences that I've had. He's also helped me in moments where I needed help and a solution just appeared out of nowhere after asking him to send me help. So I encourage you to open your heart for this communication if you have loved ones on the other side. And as you probably know, vibration is everything. So, and we'll do a little meditation in a while, as I mentioned. The more you can come into silence, breathe deeply, and consciously open your heart. And of course, it's sometimes challenging when you're in the middle of grief, of course, and sadness. But if you can shift for just a moment and bring your awareness towards the love you hold for that person, the gratitude, the memory of beautiful moments that you share, and connect in your heart space, through that, you create a shift in your vibration, and it'll make it easier for your loved ones to come through. Also, there is no right or wrong. There is no, this is how it's going to happen for you. This is how it's going to happen for you. It's a very personal experience. So whatever the process is for you, just allow yourself to go easy on yourself. Be patient. Sometimes it takes a while, or the signs may be very subtle. Sometimes we wait for the big message, but sometimes it's just, it can be something small. Like I ask my father to place white feathers in my path. And once I took a walk with my partner and I saw white feathers everywhere. I mean, like these little ones, little bigger, nothing, no huge feathers, but these little ones. And I kept seeing white feathers and I thought, okay, well, anybody would have seen them, obviously. They're somehow all over this path. And I asked my partner later, did you see all the white feathers? And he said, no, white feathers? No, I didn't see them. So they were put into my consciousness in that moment. They were really there physically, but I was made to look. So if you are made to look somewhere and you read a sign or you hear a song, don't dismiss it as something small, because messages can be hidden in anything. It's given to us by the spirit world through anything that they can bring close to us. It might be an animal approaching us. It might be, as I said, a song or a message, or I've had it that I walk past someone and they say like one line and it was what I needed to hear. So you never know where the message might come from. And again, grief is a very personal experience and we all move through it differently. I think it's essential that we love ourselves through that process, that we are patient with ourselves and kind with ourselves, and take the time it needs. So I'm just thinking if there's anything that might help you when I went through the process. And as I said, of course I still miss him, but I feel so connected, and I know that he's free of things that he struggled with here. So I can say I'm at peace. I can truly say that. And we can still miss someone and be at peace. Both is possible at the same time. So keeping my heart open, that helped me. Allowing myself to cry when I needed to cry. Just allowing that process to unfold, to speak with friends, speak with my family. We were all moving through it in our own ways. I took a journal and I started writing down memories that I had and have with him. So I just started writing moments down, and that was really nice. And yeah, I just carry him with me in my heart. And so I've spoken a lot. I hope I'm able to give you a bit of comfort today, to assure you that your loved ones are not gone, and at the same time to give you my deepest compassion and heartfelt empathy if you are moving through a grieving process of any kind. I send you all my love. I send you light. May your guides, your team in spirit, all angelic beings assist you in moving through this phase of your life. And may you find your own personal way to connect to your loved ones and find your own way to communicate, whatever that may look like. So yes, my advice again is to be open to how it may show up for you and to ask for signs and ask questions. And something that is important is then release it. So that morning when I asked for a sign, I released it. Because if you then are in constant, in the waiting mode, then we're usually not in the receptive mode. So usually when we move into something else, we do something else, it'll come in a moment that is not so expected and it will grab our attention. So just notice if you've sent out the wish for a sign or a question for anything, also for anything else in life, then let it go and be open to receive a message or an answer or a response in any way, and in a big or in a small way. So I'll leave it at that for today. Thank you, Dad, for all your guidance on this earth plane and now beyond. And so in honoring him, I would like to offer you a short guided meditation to connect to a loved one on the other side, and offer you this short meditation with an intuitively sung sound healing to support this journey. So once again, I send you all my love, so many blessings, and my deepest compassion for whatever you may be moving through in life right now. So much love to you. And so let's begin. So take a deep breath in, and if you like, you can close your eyes. Allow your breathing to become a bit slower and a little deeper. And allow yourself to sink into the space of your heart, breathing deeply through your heart space. And as you do so, the space around you is being filled by beautiful white golden light of Source. As well as beautiful light of your team and spirit, of your star family and your loved ones. And so the walls, the floor, the ceiling, any doors and windows are being filled with this light, or it creates a beautiful sphere should you be outside. And so know that you are held in this beautiful light-filled space. That you are safe, loved, and three beautiful beings of your team and spirit now come closer to you to assist you in opening, in dropping deeper into your heart space. They are holding space for you. They are assisting you in raising your vibration. Breathe even deeper, releasing your breath fully. And always give it a moment before breathing in again, just after you're exhaling. Just wait. Wait for a moment before you inhale. Allow that moment of pause. And as you open, as you breathe, call upon anyone's presence into this space, a loved one from beyond the veil. Just invite them into this beautiful, open, light-filled space. And just tune into their presence. Allow yourself to just be, to feel and sense. And allow yourself to be held and embraced by this presence. And you can either just stay like this in this space, just feeling, sensing, or you might want to communicate. Maybe you have a question, maybe you'd like to say something to the presence of your loved one. Or just be still and breathe in this heart-to-heart connection, soul to soul. And it's so beautiful. I can see this group field of everyone in the quantum space that will ever listen to this. And I feel the presence of those that have come, the opening of that bridge between worlds, and the deep love that is shared in this space. And there is a message that wants to come to you through the collective of all your loved ones that have gathered in this quantum moment. No matter when you are tuning in. And their message is, "Oh, dear loved ones, dear beautiful children of the light, we are so very blessed and grateful to spend this sacred moment with you, connected in our hearts, vibrating together in the light of our souls. Know that we are here with you. We hold you in our light, in our cosmic heart frequency, and in the light of all that is. We walk beside you. We honor you for taking the paths that you have chosen. Know that our love is infinite and forever connected to you, through you, with you, in the stillness of your heart, in the peace of your soul. And so we are with you in the wind that moves the leaves, in the water that flows, in the song of a bird, and in the sacred earth that you walk upon. We love you deeply. And we say thank you for this moment. Trust your knowing. Trust your intuition. You cannot get it wrong, dear ones. And so we send you our blessings of light and of love. We hold you in our hearts and light. And so forever it shall be. And so it is. And so just spend this sacred time with your loved ones in this space as I offer you this sound healing, a sound healing that connects worlds, that offers you a bridge between worlds, that holds you in this light and love within this space, so that you may experience the deep connection from soul to soul and the love that moves beyond worlds, beyond time and space. So keep breathing deeply as you receive the light codes and the vibrations within the sound. Ka So just keep breathing deeply. Allow the light codes of the sound to vibrate throughout your being in the sacred space of your heart. Breathe into this deep, beautiful connection. And now take a deep breath in from the earth, from beneath your feet, no matter if you're sitting, standing, or laying down. And then breathe out through your head, through your crown, releasing your breath. And repeat that another 2 times. And then take a deep breath in through your crown. Allow your breath to flow through your body. And then breathe out through the bottom of your body, through your feet, into the earth. And repeat that as well, another 2 times. And then take one more deep breath, breathing in through all of your body, and then breathing out through your heart into all directions. And so slowly come back. Breathe yourself fully back into your body. Know that you can return to this space anytime, connecting with your loved ones. So thank you for sharing this time with me. I wish you all the best with all my heart. And I send you so much love and light for whatever you may be experiencing in your life at the moment. Thank you, and I will see you soon. Bye.